Alright, what's up, guys? I'm just out here because it's got some nice lighting. It is episode, I don't know, 56, I think? No, I don't know what episode it is. I tossed the study plan aside. Right now, I'm just winging it. Also, I'm in pajamas because I'm lazy. So, right now, this is what I did yesterday. Some character sketches. I was working on that character for the hunter outfit that I told you all about. Trying to figure out her hair. I could not do that, so I just went on Google Images and I started copying from hair. I kind of like this flat look, but I didn't know how to put it or what hair. Like, I like the idea of this one, I'm just not good at executing it. And this is ultimately the one I ended up going with. Actually, I can show you if I open up Photoshop. Yeah, I just did an improvised, kind of simplified version of this. But this is pretty much it. And then I started doing helmet designs and also kind of an armor design. This one was based on the musculature. It goes like halfway up the pecs and then goes down in like this triangular shape. I thought about having like a triangle shape here. I don't know why. I just like the idea of triangles in design. And then I drew out like the abs, where the abs would be, and moved the design, had the design stem out from them. But this one I just like listed my, not really inspirations, but what they remind me of. Like, this reminds me of Hades' helmet in God of War 3. This is kind of like the red hood, but it's also flat, like a ninja-esque. Like, you get the idea. And what I did was, I started a sketch. My original sketch of this, actually, it might be in here. I highly doubt it is, but I can scroll back and try to find it. No, I think it was before I had this sketch. Wow, my Alice in Borderland face sketches. I gotta do more of those. I need to get another volume. I've got like the first 11 or so. I don't know. Oh, always kill a kill. The pain process. I gotta look back at that. I don't think it's in here. This is an interesting helmet that I could have. It reminds me of Tosin from Bleach. That was unintentional. I hadn't even seen that before when I had created this, but interesting nonetheless. Trying not to go through the entire sketchbook. Hey, it's Dustin Elysian Tail. But yeah, it's not in here. But anyways, when I created this character, he was kind of just bland. I kind of only had one face. Like, I wasn't good at drawing face shapes, so it would be like his face was something like this. Like, it was really basic. There was no like anatomy here. It was just the shape. And then he was strong. And then he had like this hair that was kind of spiky. And when I decided to work on him again, and I started working on the chin, like, I accidentally gave it a shape that reminded me of like Sylvester Stallone. Like, the chin went in, or the jaw went in, and then came down for the chin. And I was like, that kind of reminds me of Sylvester Stallone. And then I started drawing him to look like Sylvester Stallone. And then I looked up a reference image of Sylvester Stallone, and I, just to see what the jaw shape and the chin shape looked like, added some more lines in here for the cheeks to make it more realistic. Kind of made some adjustments to the nose. But this is like a really worn down character, but also really strong. Like, I made an Instagram story where I compared it to like Sylvester Stallone as Bane. And that's pretty much what the character is. So when I went to color it, this is a picture of Sylvester Stallone crystallized, so I could just color pick from these, add them into my picture. Like, it's a little bit more gray around the chin, or more desaturated, a little bit more saturated in the cheeks. And basically what I did with the other hunter, the first hunter, but I did with this. I took the colors of the lines and shifted them from black to a darker brown, so that when I blend them together, like I merged the head onto one layer, Now when I color pick, and I color pick from the lines, I don't color pick black or a really desaturated version of the other color. Now it's actually just a dark brown. So it seems more lifelike. And I took this picture of a bodybuilder, because that's kind of the form I wanted this guy to have. And I just painted over it a little bit, like you can see here. Let me zoom in. Like you can see here, I painted over a little bit. Like I simplified some of the lighting here, just to make him enhance his muscles, make him more strong. Like I took these muscles up here. I really gotta learn my muscles. I also took out his face because his face isn't important. Just to get the overall body shape. And then, that's the wrong one, I copied and pasted that. Oh, here's the color scheme. This was originally his hair color, this middle one. And I took it out. My cat's gonna come in here. I changed it out for like this gray, because I want this to be more realistic, but I still have shades of that in here. If you can tell, like right here, there's shades of mauve. That was the color. It was a colored pencil I had. It was called colored mauve. But, so I copied and pasted the anatomy. I did a vivid light, painted some white with a vivid light brush over this to like really take out the detail, because this is going to be like his armor. I'm trying to figure out his armor now. And pretty much his ability is like his hand has this, I don't know. He shoots compressed air, but it's really strong compressed air. So like it can destroy, it can obliterate doors, pretty much. Like reinforced things. And then I took it a step further and designed this. You see I got that triangle shape in there. I designed it more like a jumpsuit. And I, again, did that pattern with the abs. It's more difficult to see. I have the pattern coming off of the abs, and that wraps around. So that's where I'm at right now on Wednesday. I'm going to do more of this tonight, and we will see where that gets me. I'm really interested in this character. Also, I really like how I did this. I mean, it needs a lot of work. I mean, it's nowhere near a render, but like, it's about where I want it to be for me to start concepting helmets like I did with this guy. Where are the helmets at? The masks. There they are. It's about at this level. So that's all I wanted to do.
Alright, so it's 1:41 a.m. and I just figured I'd let you all know. When I started out, it was about 11. Alright, it was about 11 p.m. Thursday, this previous day cycle, and I was really tired. I had a headache and I was gonna go to sleep. I was getting a little bit of work done on the villain, but it wasn't that much. I was just working on rearranging his face, making him more proportionate. The jaw still needs work. I mean, it still needs a lot of work. But I had also done these other iterations. I don't know what I'd shown already on the vlog, but I'd done other iterations of his outfit / armor, and I was getting ready to go to sleep. I was tired, had a headache. I'm repeating myself, sorry, but I had listened to this song that was in the Endgame trailer. It was called Torsion by Mark Petrier. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. It got me so motivated that I decided to keep on working. And I did, and now that's when I started rearranging his face. That sounds so violent. That's when I started fixing his face. And then I started working on my endgame piece that I'm probably never going to post, but I figure I'd show you all. It's pretty much just Captain America and Iron Man. I thought it was kind of cool. You see I got the little reference hammer here, because I'm not good. That was the main problem with my first run. I couldn't figure out the hammer. I'm looking out the doorway because my cat is out there. You can't see her, but she's out there. It's creeping me out. I'm about to open the door. But yeah, and then it's Iron Man with the Infinity Stones. And I don't know if I'm ever going to post this, but I think it's fun to work on. It's definitely an exercise. An exercise in perspective, anatomy. Like, this is something way above my pay grade right now. I tried this once before, I couldn't get it right, that's why I gave up, but now I'm back. So, that's about it for tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Alright, another quick no timestamp ending. That was about it for this episode. Hopefully next week I will be doing some more characters. I'll do maybe a little bit of general like concept or composition work, I don't really know, and studying more anatomy. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. Also like my Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter. Is there something I'm forgetting? Follow me on Instagram. And that's about it. Peace.
Whoa, are those all my social media accounts? And you're telling me there's links in the description where you can follow me for more? What are you still doing up here? Go down there, click them.